What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Lightbringer. Yes, indeed. Lightbringer fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Krauser, and Krauser wanted to see me react to this song by Lightbringer called Upstream Children.
It's all a bunch of tree-hugging hippie crap.
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see. Okay, so we have a little bit of an issue with the video. I was given a video to use for the reaction, and then Krauser at the last minute fed me a link for this because it's his request. He can do this. He gave me a link to a video that he developed and he created. It's on his private Mega Drive. So unfortunately, the link is not shareable. So just giving you the heads up there. In case you go looking to go watch the video on your own, on your own time. Can't do it, folks. I'm sorry. So just letting you know, I don't have it. It's posted by Krauser on his private drive. And I don't think it has any views. I very seriously doubt it if it's on his private drive. So keep that in mind as well. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Lightbringer, Upstream Children, hard-coded subs. Krauser actually put in the subs hard-coded for anybody who wants to pay attention to the lyrics and see what the song's about. There you go. He did that for you guys. So make sure you thank him for the effort. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Bum, 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 bum. Did I hear that right? Bum, 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 bum. That little delay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 3. No, on 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, 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 bum. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, okay. It is on 2. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, well, okay. It's on 2 if we're going at the tempo of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which it actually does sound like we're doing. So, yeah, okay, yeah. Then laying out on the 3 and the 4 fully, giving that little bit of a half measure rest. Okay, yeah. As far as drumming goes, as far as play, there's just sustaining. They're resonating through. They're sustaining the chord and the notes through that section, the little 2-beat rest. But as far as attacks go, there are none. So that works. Got your attention. At least it got mine. I don't know about you guys, but that definitely got my attention. Solo, okay. See if they do it again. Here. They did it again. 3 feet. Quarter time? Yeah, it would be quarter time. Wow. Biggie ripping out that little bass riff right there. That was kind of nice. It was a nice transition out of the solos too. Modulation. Nice. Accents. not over the top. It didn't go over the top with the vibrato, but it started to get up there just a little bit, but it never crossed the line. So that's good. I'm assuming the video's over. I'm sorry. For those of you that are wondering why I was keeping my eyes closed, it was, if I'm being honest, the music video was a little distracting. I'm sitting here watching because it's changing frame, and it's changing direction, and it's changing focus like literally every 2 seconds. And I'm like, wait, hold on. And I found myself getting distracted by the video, and I was focusing less on the music. So no disrespect meant to the video. Krauser, I know you spent a lot of time making that. I get it, and I apologize, but the music is what's important here, not the video. I've always said that. You can have a song without a music video. You cannot have a music video without a song. So what's more important? The song is. That's why we're here. That's the whole reason we're here. It's not for the video. So I'm sorry for those of you that were watching, with my eyes closed, wondering why is he reacting to a music video with his eyes closed? I'm not reacting to the music video. I'm reacting to the song itself. So please keep that in mind. Don't hate me for it. But I wanted to focus on the song. I'm sorry, but the video was just being a distraction for me. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Lightbringer with Upstream Children. This was a request from Krauser. Okay, let's just get to it. There's a few things to discuss here, so let's not waste any time. Starting off with the score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, 8.2. What does that mean? Well, an 8.2 would translate to a great scale rating. So overall, I think this was a great song. It would get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.2, great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Really good. Not even really good. Great song. Great songwriting. That's where the score really is kind of coming from on this song. It's the songwriting. Now, don't get me wrong. The musicianship was nice. Okay, it was well done. It was cleanly executed. I will absolutely give credit where credit's due. Keep in mind, this is done in a recording studio where they can take 2, take 3, take 5, take 86. If they need to. I will never ever forgive Phil for that. Good Lord, 86 takes on one good on seriously, 16 measures of guitar solo, 84 takes. I'll never forgive him for it, ever. I'm sitting there in the recording studio, just rolling my eyes. Let's try again. Thing is, I only have myself to blame because I'm the one who found the EBO in his guitar case and went, what's this? Is this an EBO? Gee, I wonder what this would sound like on the guitar solo.
That's my style. I like to kick them when they're down.
My fault. It's my fault. It's absolutely my fault. But damn it, Phil. Anyway, I digress. The songwriting on this was absolutely fantastic. Everything was clean. Everything, and I mean everything, made sense. The modulation made sense. In the chorus. The chordal progression, the melodic lines lined up exactly the way they should. Everything, almost to the point, okay, predictable without being predictable, okay? So I guess a better word would be, I don't want to use that word generic though, but here's the thing. You heard the chordal progression, right? The chordal progression is going along, and you hear the melodic line, and all I could think to myself, every single time I heard the melodic line, on top of the chordal progression was, boy, that is exactly what I would do. That makes perfect sense. So, I don't want to say generic. It's not generic. It's not that. It's expectation. No, it's not expectation. And it's not predictability. I don't know what you would call it. I'm sure you guys know the word I'm looking for. When you hear something and it's like, oh, that's exactly the way it should be. That's exactly the way it should be. I don't know what you would use for that, but that's how it sounded. Okay, my one question about the song, and this is what I was kind of struggling with. Tempo. It's one of two things. Okay, I felt, now this is just me. Now I'm not saying this is right, but this is how I felt it. I felt the tempo was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I felt it was here. These are the downbeats. Now, if that's the case, they were playing straight time, snare on 2 and 4. And then when they would switch, they would modulate down, and this is where I'm having a question mark. They would go down to quarter time feel, where the snare was hitting on the downbeat and only on the downbeat of every other measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. That's how it felt. Now, there's another variation here. There's another way of looking at this, and this could actually be the way it really is. Instead of the tempo being 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, tempo could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If that's the case, and that's where the tempo's at, then they were playing majority of the song in double time with the snare on the off beats, on the up beats, not on the down beats, not on 1, 2, 3, and 4, but on the and of every measure. And then they would switch to a halftime feel with the snare on the third beat of every measure. That actually, believe it or not, that makes more sense. That would make it a lot easier to interpret. It would make things a lot easier to understand. It would make things a lot smoother as far as writing the song out on paper. But something tells me my original assumption is right, and this is the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have them playing at a straight time feel. Now, the only people who know for sure are Lightbringer. That's it. They're the only ones who are probably going to give me a straight answer on that. I mean, everybody's going to make assumptions. Everyone's going to say, well, this is the way they did it. Well, I think this is the way they did it. Well, unless you were in the room with them when they wrote the song, I'm sorry, I don't buy it. So, somebody get me in contact with Lightbringer, because I would really like to ask them that question, because this is going to be one of those questions that keep me up at night wondering. I wonder what it was. Was it here or was it here? I don't know. But this is the kind of stuff I think about at night when I'm trying to go to sleep. Questions like this will pop in my head, and the next thing you know, I'm just laying there, eyes open, staring at the scene going, I don't know which one it is. It makes sense to do it this way, but it feels better this way. So if anybody actually knows Lightbringer, tell them to get in contact with me and figure this out and fill me in, put me in the know, because I would love to know. As far as musicianship goes, across the board, I think everybody did a fine job. The biggest thing for me was the soloing. Listen, playing the chords, not really all that difficult. Following the chordal progression, really not all that difficult. But the soloing, okay, that's a whole nother story. Guitar solos sounded really nice. I love the harmonizing. You know, that it's very typical of Japanese bands with two guitar players to rip off Judas Priest and do this. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying there's a lot of Japanese bands that do this. They'll start off with one guitar player, second guitar player takes over, they come together, they harmonize. Great. Sounded really good. Coming out of that, this is where I had a really nice, pleasant surprise. You felt it. You felt something coming on, but I wasn't sure what it was coming out of the guitar solo. And we ended up getting this nice little bass run from Hibiki, and I liked it. I was like, that was really nice. I wasn't watching the music video, so I don't know how it was done. I'm assuming tapping. That'd make the most sense. And then out of the bass riff, we went into a keyboard riff from Mao. And I thought that was a really nice trade-off. It blended very smoothly, transitioned very smoothly from one to the next. I was thinking about this. What if it had been guitar? If it had been keyboard or guitar to keyboard instead of bass to keyboard? I think that would have worked. If it had been bass to guitar, I think it would have worked, but I don't think it would have sounded smooth. I think they did the smoothest transition choice that they could have made, going from Hibiki to Mao. So I think that was fine. I had no issue with it. I just thought it was really cool. It was a nice moment. And let's not forget Fuki. Let's not bypass Fuki here, okay? Her vocals on this were strong. Great projection, great support, great power. Obviously, okay, here's the thing. Everybody wants to know, well, what do you think about her accuracy with singing in pitch? Guys, I believe she was singing accurately with pitch, but also remember, this is a studio recording. There's this thing called auto-tune, and it can be done very subtly. The more the vocalist sings in tune, the easier and smoother time that Pro Tools has to use auto-tune. To the point where if you're singing really close to pitch, like very, very close, you're off like maybe a tenth, 10 cents. Pro Tools can fix that very easily and very smoothly, and you won't even be able to hear it. It's when you're 50 cents flat or 80 cents flat. You're basically singing a whole semitone lower, and they have to correct the whole semitone. That's when you really notice the scrubbing and the fixing and the adjusting. So I'm sure she can sing it just fine. I have no doubt about that. Here's what Pro Tools can't do. Pro Tools cannot show or emulate or simulate projection. It cannot emulate or simulate power. It cannot emulate or simulate diction or vowel formation. So she did a fine job across the board with her performance. Like I said, it's a studio recording. Maybe there was some pitch correction, possibly. I wouldn't doubt it, just to save some time. But everything else, you can't fake that on Pro Tools. So she did a fine job. She did, with her vibrato, you saw me doing this, okay? There were some times, especially toward the end, where her vibrato started to get a little wide. Now, I never felt once that she ever crossed the line into the realm of bad taste. It came up, and it got kind of close to the line. I wouldn't even say it even walked up to the line. It didn't touch the line. It didn't even get really close to the line. Okay, so like, for example, here's the line, right? Now, if her vibrato had been touching the line, or worse, crossing the line, then I would have been like, ugh. No, but okay, so here's the line. Here's normal vibrato. Here's where her vibrato was. So it never really got close. It got up there though. It did start to make its approach, but never got so close that it touched. So vibrato was okay. Vibrato was in check. And it sounded good, especially being utilized the way it was towards the end of the song. So honestly, when it comes to Fuki's vocals, I got no complaints about it.
Well, good. Glad we're clear on that.
The biggest thing for me on this song, though, was the subdivision work. Some great subdivision work happening at the tempo that they were going at the energy level and the drive and the push that they were going at. They were throwing some really jazzy / poppy subdivisions in there. Bam, 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 bam. Things like that. Coming in, triplet, and then the down, hold off just a little bit, skip the downbeat of 1 and hit the downbeat of 2 instead, and then rest for 3 and 4. If we were going at that tempo. Now, that's very jazz and that's very pop, very R&B as well. That's like a stereotypical subdivision for those 3 styles. Now, is there anything wrong with that? No. Working in other styles and taking pieces and bits and pieces from other styles and implementing them into a hard rock / metal song.
I like it!
It breaks things up, and more importantly, it keeps things from sounding generic. So I dug it. I thought it was really nice work. Now, overall, I think this is a great song. Keep in mind, and this is what I'm going to close with, there's a reason I wasn't watching the music video. It's a music video. I dare anybody to tell me in the comments, oh, they were playing live.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
No, they were not. Guitars and bass weren't even plugged in. There were no plugs going into the guitars. You could see the plug hole. Look, hold on. Let me borrow this for a second. Oh, perfect. I have a plug here too. Look, you can see that. You can see that hole. It was not this. It wasn't that. It was that. So try and tell me that that was a live performance that we were watching and hearing. Just try. Please. I'm begging somebody to, because oh my good Lord, I'm going to tear you to shreds if you do. No, but like I said, the music video, I'm sure it was fine. I'm sure it was fun. But I'm here, guys, for the song. I'm not here to watch music videos. If people, I've done this on the channel before where people say, I don't have a music video. I say, that's okay. I don't need a music video. Just give me the song. And they'll give me a song. And you'll be like, on the screen, there'll be a graphic of the album cover or whatever. That works just fine for me because I'm here for the song, not the frickin' music video. Unless I am asked specifically to react to the music video, I won't do it. What about live performances? Live performances are different, okay? That's part of the production. That's part of the product. That is part of the presentation. So of course I will watch live performances. This was not a live performance. Do not get it twisted. Anyway, 8.2 for the song. I think that's a great score for what I feel is a great song. That's where we're at, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.2, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.